my goodness, I'm on already. I must have hit the button. I'm not supposed to be on until 12:45. I'm here with Craft Around the Clock. So hey everybody. I must have hit the button. I apologize. Thank you for sprinkling, Regina. I didn't even realize that I was on. Oh my goodness. All right, so no, I don't know that I'm live. I do now. Hey, Kathy Jackson, how are you? Hey, Michelle Varela, it's good to see you. And Miss Rose, how are you doing? I did not know that I was on live. I'm sitting here getting my stuff ready. I'm supposed to be on at 12:45 Central Time. I know, a nice surprise, right? Wow. Okay. So I must have hit it whenever I was setting everything up. And then I went to go put some lip gloss on. So thank you for the hearts. So I was just getting my socks ready here. Yeah, I didn't realize that I had come on. So I'm actually on a little bit early, and I apologize to Craft Round the Clock and Tracy because I did not know that I was on here. No, I'm going to stay here right now. It's 12:38. I'm just chit-chatting with y'all real quick because I actually don't start until 12:45. Hey, Susan, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. And Miss Connie, I appreciate that. If you want to go ahead and get your things ready. Hey, Rosa, you can get some of this creamer. If you're done with it, you can use this. Go ahead and get your things together. It's all together. I was just trying to cut the tags off and stuff, Michelle. So I just didn't realize I was live. That's crazy. So y'all were sitting here looking at nothing for about 5 minutes. All right. You're going to go get a haircut? Well, that's good. Hopefully you'll feel better when you get a haircut. So, I'm supposed to start at 12:45, so that's probably another 5 minutes. You'll stay, Miss Rose? So we're just chit-chatting right now. I just went to Dollar Tree and to Hobby Lobby in Germantown. I know if y'all aren't in the area, y'all don't know what that is, but that's the better area of town, and they usually have a lot of good stuff. We figured, I went with Lee with a turquoise Valentine. You like peppermint mocha? I don't like it too much. Are y'all talking about coffee? I know. I'm glad I wasn't picking my nose either. It's no telling. My goodness. Who knows? I could have been doing anything. I'm glad I figured out. I was just looking and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm live. So, yeah, we went to the Dollar Tree and I bought some things that were on clearance, and I got some things that were fall for Dollar Tree because they have a little bit better selection than some of the ones near me. So we had a good time. We wanted to go get something to eat, but I had this planned at 12:45, and so I had to rush home. And then by the time I told her she needed to come to my house and then we could go eat after this, then she was already almost to Mississippi, so I hate that. But we had a good time anyway for a couple of hours, some girl time. So I've got my Craft Around the Clock shirt on. This is a vest that I got from Barb at the Shabby Tree. It's the shorter one. I was wearing it with a different shirt under it, and I thought I would go ahead and change. It's a good thing I didn't change in here, huh? I was over here out of the camera way. So anyway, I did make another gnome. I made this little donut out of wood. Did you go? No, I'm going to do Vicky tomorrow. I got to get with her for the estate sales. I'm going to do that on Friday because that's when they start. Generally is on Friday. I love girl time too, Miss Regina. But this is out of one of the socks from, looking at matches me today. I should have done this one, right? But I made this out of a sock at the Dollar Tree as well. I live about probably an hour from Lee, but we met kind of halfway in between in Germantown at the Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby. You had your days mixed up. It's okay, Miss Connie. I'm glad it's only Thursday because I have tomorrow off as well. I've got today off, and so I thought I would do this. But this is one of the things that I did yesterday afternoon. So this is made also out of one of these creamers, but it actually has that other kind of slanted top to it. And I've gotten people to do these for me because I don't drink coffee, and I needed it. So anyway, I made the little donut, and I put a little glitter on there, some diamond dust, and I put a couple pearls so it would match the donut up here a little bit. So that's what I did yesterday. And then we're going to make this cat, and you don't have to even paint or anything for this. So this is what we're going to make today. But I do have to get a broom, and I was going to get that out of the car. I may have one down here. I don't even know. Goodness. I was going to use one from the Dollar Tree that was already made. So we'll worry about that. I'm just going to make it, and then we will take this one and put on there. I did not even glue this down, so we'll just use it. Hey, Christine, it's good to see you. So I've got a couple of minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Before I'm supposed to start at 12:45. It's 12:43. Hey, Vicky, it's good to see you. You don't have coffee, mate, and don't drink coffee. I don't either, so I had to get somebody at work to save these for me, and I've actually used several. I did use that bigger one for the girl that was behind me all of those times, and we're just going to use this one. It's kind of a, let's see, 32 ounces. Hey, Beverly Faulkner, it's good to see you. You're sneaking in. Well, if you have to go, I understand, Miss Vicky, so hopefully you'll be able to see this. But this is like a no-sew, no paint, no nothing. So you can do this easily. Everybody can. If you're not that crafty or anything, then, you know, you'll be able to do this no matter what, okay? So I'm just going to set this one aside, and we've got 2 socks here. Up at the top has the little kitty cat, and then the bottom is like this. So we're going to end up putting it from the bottom. You do not have to put any rocks or anything in here. It does sit pretty straight. If you want it to be a little heavier, then you can go ahead and put some little rocks in it or whatever. A garbage bag full of empty creamer bottles. Now I know what to do with them. Yes, definitely. So I've got some rocks, but I don't know if I have them right here or not. Let's see. All right, so here's some rocks. I'm going to put them in here just to make this one a little bit heavy. I don't think it needs a whole lot. I might as well pour all of these. I bought some little rocks at Lowe's or Home Depot, and so, excuse me, this is it's got some dirt in it too, doesn't it? So I've got it just about up to here. You don't have to worry about it knocking over. This doesn't have anything in it, and it sits perfectly fine. So you don't even need the rocks, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in there anyway. And it'll make noise, though. If you move it around, you're going to have this. Hey, Phyllis, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I'm kind of all over the place because I didn't realize I was live when I was. So we're just now starting the craft at 12:45, but this is the lid. I'm going to put this back on it because you want that to be on the top so you can have a flat surface. And what I did was take some good fabric scissors to cut this. The first thing you're going to do is go from the bottom, okay? It doesn't matter where you do it because you're not going to be able to see the actual bottle itself. So I'm just going to put it this way. You want your kitty cat hat or head to be on top here. Hey, Miss Elaine, it's good to see you. I was out shopping with Lee, and we want this to go all the way from the bottom here. And if you want it a little bit looser, then make sure, let me put this to the side a little bit, or the back. Let's see. I want to move it to this side because I want the back to be the actual head. And I didn't think about that because it's got a flatter edge here and this has a little lip on it. So you may want that for the back. So it's going to look like this. But then you've got this right here, okay? So this is the bottle. You don't have to paint or anything. Hey, Miss Kathy, thank you for coming on. Hey, Lana, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. But you want to cover this up. So you're going to take, that's where this sock comes in, okay? You're going to take this and you're going to cut it just about right in here. And this portion of the sock is going to go on top here. So you're going to move it down a little bit. Hey, Miss Pat, how are you doing? And you're going to cover this up by doing it this way. All right, you can glue it down if you need to. I didn't have to do that with mine. But you want to make sure that it's smooth. Okay? So if you want to, you can do it, or you can just do it straight like that. Hey, Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy, thank you. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. I just like the leopard print. This was at Dollar Tree as the socks. I thought it was silly as a sock, but it's so cute as a little kitty cat. So now I've got this all like this, okay? So we're going to make an arm, and we've still got this much of the sock left. I ended up cutting right at the bottom of the head of the sock, okay? So you're going to have this left over, and you can use it for something else. Hey, Sharina, or Shauna. Shauna, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Very cute. So this is going to be the arms, okay? Even though we've got this part where the heel is, you're going to have that as the underside, okay? What I ended up, well, actually, this is not going to be the arms. This is going to be the scarf. So we're going to cut it in half, but we're not going to go all the way through it. And we will, I don't have my glue gun. Hey there, Miss Ray, how are you doing? So it's going to be like this. This is going to be our scarf. And the first thing, woo, come back here. The first thing that I did was slice this end a little bit. Just put some little slices in it so it looks like a scarf for my little diva kitty cat. All right. So I've got that on one end, and then we're going to do the other end the same way. And you want it to look like a pair of pants, okay, right now. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this. This is so simple that everybody can do it without having any knowledge of doing anything crafty. Hey, Canada. Whoever's from Canada, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, so I've got it just like that on the bottom, just like a scarf is. You can do this a little bit higher up if you need to. This is going to be covered in the back, but I want it to look like a pair of pants. You want it to still be like this so you can put it around her. You want the part of the sock that's for the heel, you want that on the back, okay? And we're going to glue that down. We're also going to glue this together here. But I don't know if my glue gun is heated up enough yet to do that. So we're going to do it this way. I'm going to take this and I'm going to take the edge off right here so it's more rounded instead of square. And we're just going to have it just like this, okay? And this is going to be glued down towards the kitty cat. Hey, Angeline, it's good to see you. All right, so anybody that's new here, I appreciate you being on. Hey, Diana Perry. All right, so we're just going to do this right here in the center. Let me put this down just a little bit. It's better to see the project than to see me. All right, hey, Miss Rose Wilson, thank you for coming on. Let me see if it's ready. It looks like it might be ready. So we're going to glue this together. I'm just doing a little bead of glue all the way across, and then I want to shut this because we don't want those frayed edges to be showing, so it's just going to be together like this, okay? And I'm just, thank you, Mary. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming on. and watching me. Hey, Cindy Rose, how are you doing? And Melissa Dickerson, thank you for coming on. So this is what the front of it's going to look like. So we're going to put this part, the heel, on top of this. And I'm going to glue that down, but we're going to tie it first, okay? Hey, Miss Carla, these are stretchy socks. So we're just going to tie a knot in it here. And I'm just going to pinch this down a little bit. We want it to the side. We want her to look like a little diva. And I'm going to show it to you as soon as I get it fixed here. The other one sat a little bit better. I don't know. This one doesn't sit as well. All right, there we go. All right. So then she's got her little tie right here, and that's her little, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. Hey, Carla. It's good to see you. She paints. I do paint generally, but this is not a painting thing. We only have 45 minutes today, so I just didn't want to take a long time. I think the bow on her is very cute, but we can put a regular... Gosh, Lee, you got home quick, girl. That was so quick. Hey, hey. All right, so far, this is what we have. Let me make sure that I've got my little thing here. We want to glue this down just a little bit right here, so I'm going to tack it just on the inside because we're going to put that hat on top of it. You can use one of the ones from the Dollar Tree. It may be a little bit too. You're not home yet? Girl! What you doing on there? And driving. You love the bow? I think it's cute too. I think the bow's really cute. Now I've got some glue boogers on here. So, but we want to put a hat on her. We want to make her look like a little witchy cat. Yeah, Rose Wilson from Canada. Thank you for coming on here. So this is what it looks like so far. I've got some felt right here that we're going to use. I'm going to take this. This is just a 33-cent felt, and this is the thicker 70-something cent felt. Now I use the hat. I made one from this myself, and that's what we're going to do now is make her a little hat. Let's put this over here. We're going to cover up the ears that are already here. Hey, Grace Fanfare Creations. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. And I'm going to cut a circle, and I'm just going to kind of look. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, okay? I'm going to try to do the corner here. I've been using this for a whole lot of projects. So first thing I'm going to do is just take that part off, and then I'm going to try to do it circle here. Now I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not going to get it perfect. Let me make sure. You can trace it. This is not a perfect circle as you see, okay? Hey Cindy, it's good to see you. So I'm just going to look and see if this is big enough for my hat. And it's big enough, okay? This is what it's going to look like. Right now she's a French hat. A French cat. So this is enough. And what I did was, and depending on, this almost looks, I don't know, not exactly a circle. But if it's coming off to the side just a little bit more on one way, then you can do it wide. So I'm going to slit this, okay? And I just used my scissors. But we're going to put some of the thinner kind because this was easier to work with. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Iona. Thank you for coming from Canada and visiting my page. I appreciate that. All right, so we're just going to let this sit here for a minute, and then we're going to try to work on the cone part of the hat. So let's see here. I'm going to cut this little edge off because we're not going to need this. And this will probably be enough right here to do the cone, okay? So what I did was, I don't know exactly how to do this, but I kind of rolled it just to make it a little witch hat. And then I got it as close as I could here on the edge to make the pointy part. And then I'm just going to cut it where I feel like I need to cut, okay? So this is what it's going to look like, is the cone. You just twist it over. Hey, Tawana, thank you for coming on. Now I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to put it right here. See, this edge is not even straight, but it's going to be inside here, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go all the way down. And we're just going to roll this into this without burning ourselves, but I'm really bad about that. And I want to pinch this shut. Gotta hold on to it pretty tight and twist. There we go. And I just kind of pinch it up here at the top. Hey, Shelly, it's good to see you. Thank you for the hearts. All right. So I'm trying to hold it a little bit. Then I'm going to take part of this and I'm just going to cut it right here. You can just eyeball this. You do not have to have it perfect. That's going to be on the back anyway. So I'm going to glue it just a little bit better in here so I can pinch it shut. You want one side to be really pretty. And let me make sure that I cut this flat because we're going to have it. All right, so we're going to glue it right there on the top, just like this, and that way she has a little hat there. Now right now she is not glued down, so what I'm going to do with this one is just cut some little slits in the bottom of this, just about 2 centimeters. And I'm doing it all the way around the bottom, okay? And that way, when it sits here, it's going to just be flat, and it'll be easier to glue around there. See how it'll just pop out like this? See those little slits? She's so cute. Thank you. And this, where there's glue, you can take some black paint and go over it, and you won't even see the blue or the black. The glue. Lord, I can't even talk today. That's what I get for rushing in here. Bootyful. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to glue this down. And I just want to see how I'm going to do it here. And this is just going to be flat on her head. I want to make sure that I get the same amount on either side. And we're going to just put it on top of her. That's the reason why it can't have that other type that has that slanted lid, because it won't do right if you try to put the hat on. And then for this, I'm going to just take a little glue right here on the edge and just go all the way around like this. And then I'm just going to push it down on this. You might want something to pull out the pieces. But it sits a lot better than trying to do the straight up piece. So I learned something from the first one that I did, okay? So see, that sits a whole lot better and it's on there. Hey, Francis. Hey, Catherine. Where did you get those socks? They're at the Dollar Tree. They were at my Dollar Tree. So I'm kind of making a fall kitty cat, but she's kind of witch-like. Hey, Miss June, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. So she's cute so far, right? And we got to bling her up. Now I'm going to get this flimsier piece because we're going to take this I'm going to kind of do a bigger ear, not this big, but I just wanted to take off a little piece here. We're going to end up putting it right where the ears are so you can cover those up, okay? And you want it to go through the hat because I like it better that way. Thank you, Grace. All right, so I'm going to make it straight at the bottom. And then I'm going to take it. We kind of look and see how these are. You want them a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to make it look like a pointy kitty cat ear. And it's going to, be like this, okay? And then the first thing that I'm going to do, hey, Christina Wilson, thank you for watching. We're going to just put it here, and I'm going to see where I'm going to have to slit the hat because you want it to go through the hat. I want it to be a little bit thinner, but not very much. So we're going to cut part of this off. All right, and this ought to be perfect right here. So I'm going to make sure that I do 2 of the same. Let me see if I can get it out of this little piece. And it looks like I can, barely, but I can. So we're going to, they don't have to be exact. Hey there, Miss Janet, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on. So I've got 2 pieces that are basically the same. And then we're going to look at our little kitty cat. I'm going to slide this behind here, okay, because it's already got this little bow here, and I just thought it was cute. Hey, Sue. Thank you for coming on. All right, so we want to cover that up. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do 1 ear at a time. Hey there, Wendy. It's good to see you. So it's going to be about right here, and so I'm just taking the scissors, and we're going to poke a hole right there. And then we're just going to see how this is. All right, hold on. You want to make sure that the ears come out. And I might need a little bit bigger slit. So once you have your slit, you can cut it just slightly more if you need to get the ear through there. You don't want to glue it down until you get it. It's good to see you too. I appreciate it. I know I'm not usually on in the morning or midday or anything like that, but I just happen to be off. Hey, Zanelle. I think that's how you say your name, or it may be Sanelle. I'm not sure. So, you want the kitty cat ear to come off there. So now I can go ahead if I want to, and I can go ahead and glue this one down with just the hot glue. So I'm going to just take a little bit and put over the one that's on the sock itself. All right. So there's 1 ear right there. Hey there, Pamela. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. Where's my other one? Let's see. Here it is up underneath her. Hey, Margaret. It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming on. So now we're going to look at the other side where the ear is, and it's probably going to be right in here. So I'm going to take this and pinch it and make sure that I get my hole just about right here. All right. And then we're going to put this in here in the hole. And do it like this. All right. Let's see. All right. So once you get that, and I probably need a little bit more glue right here on the end, so I'm going to do that. But we'll get this one in first. So this is going to be your ears, okay? See how cute? Hey there, Jerry. It's good to see you from Spring, Texas. All right, so we're going to put this down on here so we can glue it down. And you're just going to have to pinch it down a little bit. And then we can pull it some once we get it glued down good. So let me do this one little side here. It's just wanting to kind of fold up a little bit. Hey, Mary Marshall, thank you for coming on and watching me. I appreciate it. You're painting wood pumpkins. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow night. I'm going to paint some wood pumpkins that I got at Goodwill. And I think I got them with Lee. I'm not really sure. I think so. All right, so this is the kitty cat. Let me show you. All right, so she's got her little ears on there. Are the socks from the Dollar Tree? Yes, they're from the Dollar Tree. It's an awesome little thing. I just happened to see them. And I was going to make a face on this, and I thought, oh my goodness, we don't even have to make a face. We don't have to paint anything. This is for somebody that cannot paint very well. You can put a little nose on there, and I do have some. Hold on just a second. Let me find it. Let me see if I got noses in here. So it'll be a little 3D if we put a little nose on there. Hey, Reba Joe. It's good to see you. Let's see. Here's a little nose. These are dog noses, I think, but a kitty cat nose, it still would be okay. Let's see. I want to say... I don't know if I need a big one. Yep, it's this size right here. I'm going to use it anyway. I think it's kind of cute. It's just a nose anyway. These are for material, but I'm just going to pinch this off right here and just kind of hold your hand over it because it will smack it off somewhere. So I'm going to use that because I think that would look cute. And I didn't do that on the other one. I just left it the way it was, the little black. Oh, he looks like he has a booger, but he doesn't. Oh, look. Isn't it cute with the little nose? So that's the little nose. Hey, Janice. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right. So here it is, just like that, but we need to bling her up some. So we're going to put some Totally Dazzled on it. I did buy some Totally Dazzled gems and stuff like that. That are smaller. So I'm going to get those out of my bag here. Hey, Jennifer Albright, thank you for coming on. What a cutie. It is cute, isn't it? Okay, Totally Dazzled has some smaller, and these are silver. They do have them in, I think, bronze. Hey, Lisa Kid. And let's see what we want to do. I don't know. I've got several of them here. I just picked some. They're all different. There's some that are oval and some that are kind of like this. And there's one like this. And see, it just needs something right there. You don't have to put any ribbon up at the top. But I did use pink on this one because she has that pink bow. And I do have a pink bow made, if I can find it here. Where is that bow? I was going to try to do her a bow instead of making ribbon around there. So I don't know what I did with it. So we'll just make another one. We're going to put some cheeks on her. I'm just going to put a bow up at the top and put a bling on it instead of putting it around the edge. So we're just going to do it like that. I don't know what I did with the one I already made. And they also had some elastic bands at the Dollar Tree. They had pink and I think black. Let me see what this does. This may be, oh Lord, it's just banding. I thought it was bands, but you could use this if you wanted to on there. So I'm just going to cut this at an angle here. That way we've got this right here. And then I'm just going to put it on the top. I think I'm going to put it in the center. Cute. Kitten cuties. Let me see here. All right, let me get that part out of the way. And we'll figure out which one of these we're going to do. and wear. Let me see if I got any kitty cats. I've got puppy dogs, but I don't have kitty cats. Unless that's what this is. No, it's dogs too. I got bees and bugs and all of that. I was just going to see if I could do that, but if there was a kitty cat, but there's not. Hey, Jean, it's good to see you. All right, so I don't know if we want one like this on it, or if we want one of these right here, but we're going to use some Totally Dazzled and put on her. I did 2 on the one. And I've got about 15 minutes left. I'm going to go in there and get that broom. We've got to do the arms too. So let me go ahead and cut the arms out since we only have 15 minutes. Hey, Ann, thank you for coming on. And I went ahead and I did this cheaper kind. I've got stuff all over this, but it can be picked off. It's just fuzzies from my table. Got a spider. Ooh, I bought one at Dollar Tree, but I'd have to go out there and get it in the car. I kind of rushed in here. I didn't really have time. I've got a little wood spider. That's a good idea to put a spider on there. That's very cute. All right, let me tear this off. I'm just kind of, and then we'll cut it like this, some little paws, just a little bit in and out here. Kind of like that. So there's kind of an arm right there. And so I just wanted an arm to kind of go up underneath here like it's her arm. And I just pulled this down a little bit to go over it. And then I glued it. So I kind of wanted it like that so she could hold a broom. I do have a broom in here somewhere. But we may just use this one off of this one so y'all can see. And then we've got to make little feet. So we're just going to take like a piece of this. And this is the cheap one. It's thin, okay? Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. So I'm just going to cut it, make some little paws. And then kind of just like the front of the feet, so to speak. So it just kind of looks like that right there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just going to end up putting this on the front down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and just cut another one. Thank you for spreading the love. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jean. I like puppies better than kitty cats, but they didn't have any puppy socks. And I know a lot of people are cat people, so I just thought this would be a cute, easy, quick craft for anybody. So let me cut this. Let me get that little corner off. So we've got 2 little feet right there. Hey, Vicky, it's good to see you. All right, so we're just going to put this here, and we're going to put this one over here. That way she's got her little feet, okay? Now, I could have made feet out of wood and put on there, but this was a whole lot easier, and most people don't have a saw, so they can't really do that. So I thought this was a better option. And I took a paint pen, a white paint pen, and kind of put a little bit of white on here so you could see the foot better and the hand. So I just took, this is a Gator Crafty Croc pen that I got from Amazon. And it's pretty good for a paint pen. All right, so I just kind of did it like that so you could see it a little bit better. Kind of gives it a 3D look a little bit. But I just put enough on here so you could see. It is felt, so it's kind of hard to paint on here a little bit, but it does give you that look so you can see it a little bit better. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue the arm down just at the bottom and up at the top, because you want to stick your broom through there, or a spider or a frog or whatever you decide to do. And that way you don't have to glue it down. So I'm just going to take this and put this piece underneath her scarf. And that way it looks like her arm. And I'm also going to glue down the back of it. Hey, Peyton, it's good to see you. So I'm going to glue this, just the hand part right there. So she'll have her little arm. Hey, Libby, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. All right, so let me put that up. Move all my stuff out of the way, all my little pieces. I keep all these little pieces like this. You can put them inside of things to stuff it. So it's better to keep every one of this in a little bag. So if you don't do that, you need to start doing it, because it's free stuffing. And the one that told me about this was Justin. Hey, Joanna Knight, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. All right, so these are all, they're not buttons, and so there's nothing to take off of the back here. They're flat and they're easy to work with. These are from Totally Dazzled, and I like this one. It's really dazzly and everything, so we're going to use that probably right here on her scarf. We don't have to put one on the top. I think I want to do the spider or something, but it's out in the car, so I don't want to have to go get that. So we're going to put this Totally Dazzled here, right it on the knot. Hey, Hope, it's good to see you. See how it's so cute? She's blinging there. So just hold it a second so it's on there. And we're going to get some blush. And let me find my blush. A follower sent me my blush, my pink blush that I cannot get. Miss Peggy was so thoughtful. And now I'm going to get the one that I've already almost used all of it. Cuteness. Thank you, Mary. All right, so this one's almost to the bottom here, but I still use it. I just use my finger, and I'm just going to go kind of in a circle right here for her little cheek. And then I'm going to do the same thing again for the other side. Yeah, I didn't want to do anything too elaborate or too much today because 45 minutes is not a lot of time. So I also like to put it at the bottom. It kind of gives her a little bit of personality. You don't want it as dark as the cheeks. And then I'm going to just put a little bit up top. I just like it. I don't know. I do it. See how she's got a little bit of personality like that? Because she's already doing this. So she just looks cute. Yes, it was a great gift for me. Absolutely, Miss Phyllis. You know me too well. And I'm going to glue the back of this scarf a little bit so it'll just be down back here. So I'm gluing that. Ooh, I got that. It hurts. Let me cut this little straggler here so it'll be perfectly straight across there. You can always fix it a little bit. See how it's just kind of crossed in the back there? But this way, she's got something cute. You can also put a ribbon with this, so it'll be 2-ply through there instead of just having the same colors. But I just thought it was cute. And to use the other one, let me put this up just a tad so you can see me a little better. Thank you, Miss Ann. Did you use a bottle? Yes, I did use a bottle. I used a creamer bottle, the one with the flat top on it. For this, and I put some little rocks inside. You love it, Lana. Thank you so much. So we could put a bling right here, but I think I do want to put a spider. And this is hers, so I made this with a stick, and I had to cut it just a little bit. These are from the Dollar Tree. They're about 6 inches long. And then I used some of this. I just cut it and put it around the edge with some jute. Trying to find, I've got a million jutes. These things you can't have enough of. Tanya's segment is Craft Around the Clock. Please like and follow Hummingbird Paintery. Thank you so much. And it is Craft Around the Clock today. Hey, Designs by Dina. How are you doing, Miss Dina? I appreciate you coming on here. So here's my kitty cat. And we can make a broom like this if you want, but I do think I'm going to use the one from the Dollar Tree for this one. And this is the one that I made the other day. But you can take this and some raffia and then just tie it around the edge right here with it. Just like that. And you don't need very much. Let's see how much time I have. I have about 8 minutes, so I can do it. Thank you, Miss Dina. Coming from you, I appreciate that. So I'm just going to take part of this and just cut it off, okay? I probably shouldn't be using my fabric scissors, but that's okay. I've got a million scissors. I don't know if y'all go to estate sales. If you don't, you need to go and get all of the scissors from the estate sales, because most people don't look at that. They say, ooh, scissors. I have scissors at home. Well, I do too, but I also have tons that I've damaged, you know, when I did fabric and then did paper. So this is going to be really too much. Let me see here. But we'll cut it off. So we're just going to take this and we're going to just put a little bit of glue right here to start our ribbon or our jute. So we're going to do that. We've got about 8 minutes. No, we got about 5 minutes because it's till 12:30. So I'm just taking this. We're going to wrap it around here. And you want it to be a little tight because you've got to hold on to this. So I'm just going to keep going until I finish it here. So we've got about 6 minutes. So I'm going to cut this little piece off. I don't think we need that. And then we're going to cut some of this off because it's too long for the kitty cat. Okay? And then we're going to stick it in her arm. Just like that. So that was simple, y'all. Anybody can do this. You just need a sock and a creamer bottle. And then you need some jute to put around here. One of these from the Dollar Tree. And some of this raffia, which you can get at the Dollar Tree too, I believe. And if you want to bling her up, you know, you got this from the Dollar Tree, and you can just put some bling on there if you have some bling. But you can also just put a bow here as well. Are you going to add a tail? I don't know. I could add a tail. I didn't even think about a tail. She is a cat though, isn't she? Let me just see if I can do this real quick since we got 5 minutes. Now this is just felt. And I'm doing a thin one. Just like this. So let's see. Wonder if, let's see. It kind of just like sits there. So we can do it. Let me just put glue right there. We can probably put some wire there if we want to put the wire on it. But you can kind of just, her tail could just come around, or you could put it on the hat. That's what I think I'm going to do, is just glue one little dot on the hat and it'll stick up since I don't have any wire in it. And that way it'll hold it. So there's her tail. She needs a name. Y'all have to give her a name. Hey, Miss Shelley, thank you for coming on. Let it hang down. I don't know. Then it would be kind of flipping over here. I think it really needs to be wire. So I may try to do that afterwards. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. And whoever gave me the stars, I'll go back and thank you. I didn't see that. I appreciate you. But you just think it needs to be, I just think it needs to be curled or something. So that's the reason why I did it there. But it's cute that way to me. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. So hopefully you liked it. This one doesn't have anything in it. This one has the little rocks in it, the little pea gravel. So you can do either one. So I did them a little bit different. This one has 2 blings on it, and this one just has the 1. So I hope y'all like this. Hey, Miss Shelley. Thank you. Trying to get somebody named Angelica on here. I appreciate it. Miss Catwitch. She kind of is, isn't she? Just put it on there however dark you want to. And this is just perfect for fabric. I do this a whole lot. Oh, it's so cute. And you can put a little pink on her hand if you want to. I'm going to put a little bit on hers. Just like that. Hey, Melissa. Thank you for coming on. What color is the blush? Oh, my goodness. Let's see what it says on here. Sweet Cheeks is the name of it. It's pink. It's from the Dollar Tree. I cannot find it here anywhere. And a follower, Miss Peggy, she sent me 3 containers of it because they had them at hers. They used to carry this at mine, and I cannot find it anywhere. Hey, Patricia. It's good to see you. So this is invaluable here. If you find pink blush, y'all, keep it because it's hard. The brighter the pink, it just goes on there, and I can see it a whole lot better whenever I put it on the cheeks. You see how it shows up really well? If you do the other ones, it's not so much. Hey, Miss Judy, thank you for coming on. Well, that's my segment, my 45-minute segment of Craft Around the Clock. So thank you so much for coming here. I hope you'll make one yourself. So go grab a couple things at the Dollar Tree. And also, if you drink coffee, use your coffee creamer container to do this. Thank you, Miss Rose. I appreciate it. And sorry for the little flub at the front when I was on here and didn't know it. Thank you, Iona. I'm so glad y'all like it. So check out the next presenter. I can't remember who is going to be next. Hey, Diana Perry, thank you so much. Y'all have a good afternoon, and I will see everybody on my page tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. Thank you, Miss Vicky. And we will do another craft. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Watch Craft Around the Clock.